Welcome back to Shaun Vlog, and we have a special video today. We've got who's most likely to. We're going to do a couple of these. The first one is who's most likely to, and it's all Disney questions. We got this from the Kershaw's Adventures, who got it from Jade Billington, who probably got it from somewhere else. Like the Kershaws had to watch Jade Billington's video twice to get the questions, we've had to watch the Kershaws 3 times to get the questions. So you're welcome, guys. Feel free to answer all these questions down below. We'll put them all in the description.
Tag along with me.
Caroline will. And you can do it yourselves. So let's dive right in with the first question. Who is most likely to become a cast member?
Who is most likely to become a cast member? Me.
You. But you need a carer, so you'd have to be 2 cast members.
If it was before I had to use the wheelchair, then definitely me, and I'd probably end up being a friend of Mickey, or a friend of Minnie.
Because you're little.
Or a friend of Donald.
Because you're little. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be one.
You know what they need? Disabled Disney characters.
Yeah.
And wheelchairs and things like that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. That's what's missing, Disney.
Yeah.
Represent your audience.
But in terms of a cast member overall, probably me.
Okay, I'll give you that. I mean, I would, but it's like a back office people, cast members as well. That's probably where
you'd
where
be
I would
back office. I'd probably be front of house.
Yeah. So, you. Okay.
Though, I'm not really suited to what Disney want from a person looks wise.
Of course you are. Second question is, who is most likely to be ready for the parks the earliest? Me.
It would have originally been me, and I would have done Shaun's head-in by being up at 5 o'clock every morning, but these days it will be Shaun.
Yeah, now it is me. Because I'm up and ready to go and have to sort out lots of stuff in the morning. Like Disney World these days with vlogging, I've got to get up, I've got to sort out a mini vlog, I've got to get ready, I've got to do Instagram, I've got to sort your medication out, I've got to get you ready, I've got to get you showered.
I was going to say, never mind sort your wife out.
Yeah, I've got so many things to do. Occasionally I forget a wheelchair, but then I have to go all the way back and get it, but you know.
Unfortunately, Caroline gets very tired in the mornings.
That's question number 2.
Question number 3 is, who is most likely to choose the next ride?
Me. I do all the fast pass planning and whatnot, and I do a lot more rides than Caroline, so yeah, it's probably me.
Definitely, unless we need to use the DAS.
Yeah, but even so, it's still probably me who chooses it.
Yeah.
I just do all the organising, unless there's something really specific that you want to do.
That I want to do, yeah.
In
if there's something specific I want to do, then it's me.
You would choose it, but most times it's me.
It's Mr. Organisation here.
Yeah. Next question. Who is most likely to want to go back to the resort first?
Before the wheelchair?
But it's you now.
But it's me now, since having to use the wheelchair and since my health issues got worse.
But it's interesting because Caroline will rarely say that she wants to go back, even though she does. So I still have to say, let's go back, because I can see that you're struggling a little bit, and I'm like, right, let's go back. So
it's because I
guess it's me because I voice it, but you think about it first. And
I think about it a lot, but I just try and fight my way through it because I don't want you or anybody we're with to miss out on anything, and I want everyone to enjoy themselves. But generally, it would have been you before the wheelchair,
and now it's you. But we do like going back to the resort anyway, just to chill out for a bit, couple of hours in the afternoon, pool time, or even just chilling out, you know, resting your feet on the bed and stuff.
Yeah.
Have a little drink.
Little few cocktails around the pool or something like that.
Yeah.
Next question is, who is most likely to sit down as they're tired of walking?
Well, you're always sitting.
Well, I was just about to say, before the wheelchair, Shaun.
After the wheelchair, it's still Shaun, and she's always sitting. So, well, yeah, that's it. That's tricky one. However, me, when we're going around the Disney parks and other theme parks, but mostly Disney ones, I don't tend to do it as much at other places. I will sit anywhere. If we're on Main Street, I'll sit down. If we're watching a parade, I'll sit down. If we're in a queue for a ride, I will sit down. I'll find a ledge, or if I can't find a ledge or a railing or a seat or a bench, I'll sit on the floor.
Shaun gets very sore hips, knees, ankles,
Do I?
back.
It's more my feet.
Crotch.
But also, like, I'm conserving energy. You don't get this figure from not conserving energy. I'm conserving energy for when it's really, really needed. You never know when I'll have to run, which hopefully will never happen. But there might be a fire one day.
I think you need to start running now, love.
Cheers. When we're waiting for the buses and stuff like that, I'll sit. So it's me. I will sit anywhere, anytime, as long as it looks clean.
Don't you mean any place, anytime, anywhere?
Yeah, as long as it looks clean.
Shaun will sit.
Next question is, who is most likely to talk to a cast member to get free fast passes? Neither of us.
I did once.
But no, what was the reason? When did?
It was for the new ride in.
Oh right, okay. So that's not really free fast passes. That's like, so with Caroline's Dash Pass, she can take 6 people with her on a ride in Walt Disney World, and sometimes there's like 7 of us. So she'll say, can this person come in? Or even if there's only a couple of me and Caroline, and then we've got a couple of friends who've turned up, we'll go, can they just come in with us? That kind of thing. But that's not really free fast passes.
It wasn't that what I was referring to. It was the what is the ride called? I can't think of the ride.
Rite of Passage.
No, the one in God, the Star Wars land.
Smuggler's Run.
Smuggler's Run. There was an issue with Smuggler's Run, so I went back and said, is there any chance we can have a return time, even though there wasn't return times, and they gave us free fast passes for it.
I don't even remember this. Okay, Caroline
or
then.
Or return, they give it some passes for it to go back.
Yeah, Caroline then.
What?
Yeah.
Next question, who's most likely to chicken out of a ride?
Caroline.
Me, but you have been known to do it too.
I don't do it. I try not to do it now. So like, I chickened out of Ride Rocket, but I've done it. Chickened out the Starflyer, but I've done it.
I wouldn't
so
say...
yeah, so I'll do them now, but it's not really chickening out.
It's just you don't like you've just read my mind. It's not really chickening out. It's just the fact that I get really bad nausea and I get really bad pain off things, and then make me all woozy and stuff. So I just don't do them. But having said that,
that's not chickening out because you're scared of them.
Yeah. Having said that,
although you won't do heights.
No, I'm frightened of heights. That's why I won't do.
King Dave will chicken out of any roller coasters that you can see the height of.
That's why I won't do Tower because I just don't want the whole feeling. Though, having said that, I never wanted to do Everest, and I did it for you, but I will never do it again, and I hated it. I was ill after it. Hagrid's lied to me a bit about that.
No, I didn't.
Won't ever do it again. Hated it.
Love it.
And Slinky, I have done that quite a few times now to get other people actually on the ride, so they got to ride it and experience it. And I hate that ride. It makes me ill. But I did it time and time again. No more.
Yeah.
No more.
Next question. Who's most likely to push in?
None of us.
Neither of us.
None of us.
Neither.
We've got manners.
Yeah.
Next question. Oh, who's most likely to be sick on a ride? Me.
Caroline.
I have been sick on rides. I have vomited on friends. So, no, this is true.
I've never been sick or really felt sick on a ride. Like, even like after reading and all that kind of stuff, I've just never been sick or felt sick. But you feel quite queasy and sick.
I'm very queasy on rides, and
all the time.
If I'm on a ride that goes really fast, round and round and spinning round, I will physically vomit on the ride. If I'm on a ride that does that, I will physically vomit as I come off. A lot of rides I go on, like that I've been on, like roller coaster, Slinky, I get very nauseous and I can feel it, but I have to do a breathing thing to try and settle it and squeeze Shaun's hand further.
Yeah. Next question. Who is most likely to be recognised in a park?
Both have.
We've both been recognised. However, I think it's Caroline more than me, because or both of us together actually, because of the combination, and it's quite. There's not many Disney vloggers who are like us at all. So if you watch us, you're gonna recognise us.
Yeah, we're very easy to recognise.
Yeah, we've been recognised a few times. Being recognised and somebody coming up to say hello when you're in Typhoon Lagoon with just your swim shorts on is
Thanks, Roz.
Yeah.
He didn't know what he should do.
I know. We're being followed, being shouted at across the park, and that was Prince Charming Death.
Yeah, and we were shouted at by
a few people. Yeah. Next question is, who is most likely to reapply sunscreen?
Me,
Caroline.
because I have a lot of skin issues, and I am actually allergic to UVA, UVB.
Always getting in trouble off Caroline for not putting sunscreen on. I just burn. Just let it burn.
I don't actually. The funny thing is, I don't actually burn, but it's just an allergy that I have, and it flares up, and then unfortunately.
But you reapply it, and then you're trying to put it all over me, and if you can't reach me, you'll try and get whoever we're with to put it on me, and
I try and put it on other people that we're with as well. I do use a lot of sunscreen, but I use special sunscreen that I'm told to.
Yeah. So, Caroline.
Me. And also the other thing is, because of the medication I'm on for my Behçet's, which obviously I get a lot of skin issues, and it actually caused me to get skin cancer in various places, and also actinic keratosis, I want to say, if that's right. So yeah, that's another reason I apply sunscreen as well.
Always wear sunscreen,
Because
folks.
I'm a prone to skin cancers.
Don't listen to me, listen to Caroline.
Or cancers in general. Who is most likely to complain about the heat?
Caroline.
Hold on. Caroline would never ever complain about the heat. It didn't. I used to love the heat a lot, but since my parts got worse, I'm actually I can't stand the cold, and I don't want it too hot. I need it to be pretty warm, but not over the top and not too cold. So yeah, I'm very sensitive to noises and lights.
So Caroline complains about the heat, that it's not hot enough.
And temperature.
Does that count? Is that complaining about the cold?
That's when it's cold and I need it to be hotter. But then I complain about the heat when it gets too hot too, because my heart races.
Yeah, I don't really complain about the heat.
What happens with Shaun is he doesn't complain about the heat, but then he doesn't drink enough fluids, and then he ends up being irritated and grumpy because the heat's got to him. So you could say
Next question. Who is most likely to get in the way of a character?
me, because the wheelchair probably is being pushed in the way when we're walking over somewhere, so me.
Yeah, although you've been pushed by a character.
I have been pushed by a character, yeah.
Yeah, Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, he took the wheelchair
took over the wheelchair and started pushing you.
Yeah.
But yeah, Caroline definitely.
And a character got in front of me to try and dance to, so yeah.
Yeah, Chip and Dale. Next question is, who is most likely to lose something in the park?
Probably me.
Caroline. She was always losing stuff, although I didn't lose your wheelchair. I left it, I didn't lose it.
Shaun's likely to lose sunglasses.
Yeah.
I'm likely to lose my marbles.
No, you'll lose everything. Your magic band, your pen, your water,
I even
ears.
lose a dad.
You lose your dad.
You broke my ears. I didn't lose them. You broke the ears that I absolutely loved. That was so comfortable.
That's really painful for me to remember. Do you have to bring that up?
Yeah, it's likely to be me, because I'm just so forgetful and I just misplace everything, put everything everywhere, because this brain does not work. I'm sure I probably lost you somewhere along the way too.
Well, I'm always pushing you around, so you never lose me.
No, do you not put us down and forget where I am?
No, I've never forgotten where you are.
You definitely lost my medical bag.
That was in Disneyland Paris. This is a Walt Disney World. Who's most likely? Right.
Who's most likely to get mad about somebody cutting in?
I will verbalise my madness, but is it not you?
No.
You just like everyone pushing in front of you?
No, I would say you verbalise it. I probably think it. What annoys me is when I'm in the wheelchair, I'm trying to watch something. They can see that I'm short anyway, and then they just push in front and watch.
Stand in front, or
and I can't see.
people like hold on to your wheelchair.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
What is that? What is it? Why,
grab onto the wheelchair,
why
push
do
you out the
people
way.
like to grab onto my wheelchair?
Yeah, you wouldn't grab onto another person, so don't grab onto.
Oh
the
no,
wheelchair.
I have had them grab onto my leg as
Yeah,
well.
but like generally speaking, you don't do that. So
No.
the wheelchair is just an extension of you in that instance. So don't
You
do it.
verbalise it, I think it. I probably get teary-eyed because I just think,
Yeah. And cue jumping, just don't do it. Doesn't matter. Next question is, who's most likely to moan about their feet being sore? Me, of course.
I have sore feet all the time. So.
Although, now that I'm wearing Skechers for walking around the parks, they are so comfortable. The ones with the memory foam in, I can't get enough of them. They are really, really good.
Yeah.
But I do wear them out very quickly.
I have to say as well, you've not had any blisters since wearing the Skechers, have you?
No. Since I found wearing Skechers, I can't remember who recommended them. but since I found them and started wearing them, they've been fantastic for sore feet. And I'm not someone who uses their feet most often, so when I use it a lot, I need something comfortable.
Shaun's likely, like I said earlier, to get very swollen ankles, which hurt him. Very sore crotch unless he uses the...
Well, I'm glad that you mentioned the crotch. You know, us bigger people get chub rub.
That's what I was about to say, so...
So it's me complaining about that as well. Anyway, moving on. Next question is, who's most likely to trip on the tracks on Main Street?
Shaun.
Well, yeah,
and he's most likely to tip me up in a track.
Well, yeah, you have been known to get stuck in the tram lines on the tracks on Main Street before with your wheelchair. But that was my own fault for pushing with one hand, recording with the camera with the other, and all sorts of
I don't ever remember a time of ever being on Main Street or ever having it like tripping up or falling over on Main Street when I was younger, or not in the wheelchair or whatever. No, don't remember a time.
It's only really been getting stuck in the tracks. Who's most likely to never go to Disney again? Neither one of us.
The only thing that would stop me going to Disney would be health. Oh, yeah, health.
Yeah.
Or money. Health or money.
Who is most likely to overpack?
But there is a reason behind that. I have medical issues. You can be messy and spill stuff on your clothes. I always think it's better to make sure you've got enough to cover all occasions, because you don't know whether weather can change. You don't know whether medical issue might occur and you might need to stay longer. You just don't know. So it's always better to have more than less. Cover for all eventuality. And I'm sure most women would probably agree. And some men.
We always end up bringing back half a case of stuff that you didn't use and wear.
Yeah, but I cover for all eventuality. I don't take very many shoes, I might add. I don't.
No, but you just wear your flip-flops.
Yeah.
But you take 15 pairs of flip-flops.
Well, you've got to have a matching pair to go with different stuff.
They're all the same.
They're not. Who is most likely to fall asleep on the bus? It used to probably be Shaun.
Both of us.
But both of us now, definitely. I cannot keep my eyes open. Even in the car as well, on the way back to places.
Probably more you now, actually.
Yeah,
but
I can't.
I've fallen asleep on the
I've
bus.
Gone.
Yeah. All of us have. King Dave has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not ashamed to admit it. I've probably started to fall asleep in the park, in the wheelchair when I'm...
Especially at night when they turn all the lights off.
Yeah. I have been known. Who's most likely to get searched by security? Me. Well...
They don't really...
No, hold on. If I've got my bags and my side bag on my wheelchair, then they sometimes want to see inside the little bag, but generally not. Actually, I'll go with no, not me. I would say Shaun, because Shaun will take the bag off the wheelchair and put it, and he'll get somebody to walk me through. But if it's just us on our own, then it's both of us. Yeah.
So I mean, what counts as searching? You mean pulled aside separately?
If they pull me aside separately, I don't get searched. I sometimes get the wand put over, but that's about it. But very rare they search me anymore.
Yeah.
Who is most likely to forget the magic band? Me. So, what I have done is from the last holiday, my magic band is still in the same side pocket on my wheelchair, and it only comes out when I'm at Disney. It's still in there, so I won't lose it.
Yep. Next question. Who is most likely to get pulled into their parade for their crazy dance moves? I guess that would be me. That's never happened.
No, you got pulled into something in Universal though.
Did I?
Yeah.
No.
It's on video. You were dancing.
I must have blocked this out. Was I drunk?
No. During the day. During the day.
Must have been drunk.
Yeah, Shaun's probably likely to get taken, and I can't imagine cast members pulling my wheelchair and taking me in.
Yeah. It would be interesting if they did, though.
It would be.
Yeah.
It may be a first. I don't know. Actually, if anyone knows if anybody's been pulled into a parade with the wheelchair, that would be interesting to know.
Mm-hmm. Who is most likely to get lost? King Dave.
Dad.
But between us, and never you, because I push you around.
I would never, to be honest. I probably would never get lost at Disney.
Oh, we'll retract this a little bit. Caroline is supposed to be the navigator when I'm driving around, and she's terrible at it. So you
Excuse me, no. I was very good at navigating.
I have never observed this.
The roads have changed so
in
much.
any country.
Look,
in this country, I've never observed
when
this.
I drove in Florida, I got us from A to B, no problem whatsoever.
Yeah. Anyway, who's most likely to get soaked on Splash Mountain?
Ooh.
Don't know. It just depends where the water lands, really.
I get pain off Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
I have been a little bit, but I can't say that I've been utterly soaked off Splash Mountain. I would say you.
I've never been soaked off Splash Mountain.
Because I'm always at the back.
Whoever's sitting on the right hand side when you go past the waterfall. And I normally make Caroline. Caroline sits normally on the right hand side, so probably you. Especially if you break down, if it stops there.
I'm not really, who's the most likely to stop loving Disney? I would say Shaun.
Well, no, because I'm the one who's eager to go back, and you're not. So, are you falling out of love with it a little bit?
No, I'm not. I'm not eager to. The problem is, it's not that I'm not eager to go back. I do want to go back, but our friends are no longer going to be living there. Nothing is the same, and I'm in two minds about. Yes, it's going to be lovely to go to be able to go back and say, oh, I'm on holiday, I'm back, I'm doing it. But at the same time, I'm so old school with Disney, and will it be the same with the Disney magic? Will I be upset with it? Will then that make me not want to go back? And these are all the things that go through my head.
Different.
It's definitely going to be different, and I'm saying we've got to definitely embrace the differences. I just don't want to fall out of love with it, and that's probably one of the things that I'm worried about going back and that happening. But I don't
think either of us will.
I don't think I'd ever fall out of love with it.
Yeah.
Disney is not just Walt Disney World.
No, it's not.
The whole package of everything, and I don't think I could ever fall out of love with Mickey, Minnie.
And we're going to expand our horizons with other parks as well, so more new magic to get. Next question is, who is most likely to get tired and want to go home? So this is pretty much the same as who wants to go back to the resort. Like, there isn't really any difference.
Yeah, but does mean tired and want to go
what,
home as in back to the UK?
Maybe. But your Disney hotel's home, isn't it?
Yeah.
Neither of us wants to go home to the UK.
Neither of us want to go home to the UK.
Yeah. And on the topic of going home to the UK, when that happens, next question. Who's most likely to plan the next trip?
Mr. Get Shit's Done. Mr. Planner.
I don't just plan the next trip. We've got like the next 4, 5, 6, 7
Sean's got plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Well, for the current climate, I do. We're on like plan Z or something for all these trips.
Shaun plans a lot, and a lot of that is to do with the fact he wants to get so much done before I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And that is simply it. He wants to experience stuff with me. It's a different experience to what we used to have together, and it's not an easy experience.
Mm-hmm.
But he has to plan for like every eventuality with me, and it's not easy. It isn't easy.
And there's so many things that we want to do. We just can't do them all. So I'm
not
always planning and coming up with like itineraries and things.
And
normally,
it's not always Disney either.
It's not always Disney.
We like to travel.
Yeah, we do. And it's rare that we have a holiday and we haven't already got the next one or even 2 already planned or booked. Next question is, who's most likely to power walk all day? Caroline.
It would have been me.
Not Caroline, she's in a wheelchair. It's me.
It would have been me. Yeah, I used to love walking. It would have been me, and I used to walk like at military precision. I used to get told I looked like I was walking in the army. It would have been me, but now obviously. Sure.
It's me. Who is most likely to wear a poncho? Neither. Oh, were you?
I have worn them. I had a Disney one. I had a yellow Disney one. Poncho. I won't wear one. I am most likely to wear a poncho. I've worn it at festivals. I wore it at Disney on Christmas Day when it absolutely hid it down, but it was boiling hot. It was a yellow one with Mickey on. And I am most likely to wear a Mac if it rains. So yeah, me.
I don't care if it's raining or it's a wet ride, water ride. Get wet. I'll dry off. It's Florida.
Yeah, but if it's the middle of winter and it gets wet like it did when we were there once, I don't dry off quickly in the wheelchair, and it becomes a puddle on the seat.
Yeah.
Who's most likely to randomly dance to music in the park?
Me.
No, I did it with Chip and Dale.
Yes, but that's when there was a dance party and Chip and Dale were dancing. I will randomly dance.
Oh yes.
All the time.
He
Anywhere
he
in
randomly
the park.
danced in
Everywhere. And I can't dance.
downtown Disney. He randomly danced. There is footage of this.
Check out Nathan's
Check out
Baker's vlog.
Nathan's Takers.
Who is most likely to book a surprise Walt Disney World trip? Me.
I couldn't book a surprise one because Shaun has access to all the money.
Well, so do you.
Yeah, but I don't really. I give up doing the money after I made many mistakes with the money. So Shaun deals with all that. So no, it wouldn't be a surprise because he'd see that I'd been using money and he'd notice. I don't take notice.
Yeah, I have thought about doing it, but it's really difficult to book a surprise trip because there's so much that needs to be planned and agreed. And
Yeah, and we don't know when hospital appointments are and things like that. So
But
operations.
But if anyone was going to do it,
it would be
me.
Shaun.
Who was most likely to get on the wrong monorail? Is there such a thing
Yes.
as the wrong monorail?
Yeah, you're likely to
Is
take.
there?
You've done it. You're likely to take the wrong one to the wrong place where you want to go. We've done it. We did it on the holiday we were with Mum and Dad. You took one to the wrong one.
I don't think there was a getting on the wrong monorail situation.
Yeah, but there is the monorail you want to take to go to somewhere, but you took us on another monorail to go the opposite direction. But we still got there, just the longer way around. Who is most likely to forget to pack something? Both of us, in all honesty.
Probably. I've got that many. We should write a list. I do get Caroline to write a list actually,
write a
and then we
list.
still forget stuff.
It's right. The holiday we went with Mum and Dad. Shaun and Dad both forgot that. No, Dad forgot his driving license, and Shaun, you've got your driving license.
I didn't drive then.
Oh no, Dad forgot his driving license.
Mm-hmm.
Shaun forgot something. I didn't forget anything that year. I actually had my driving license that year, so that was the year I was put on the spot to drive in Florida. Yeah, generally it's little itty bitty things. Like I'll say to Shaun, can you remember to put your toiletries in? And you might forget something to do with these toiletries.
Probably.
I don't know what I've actually forgotten to take before. I don't think I've ever forgotten to take anything.
As long as you remember your underwear, you'll be all right.
As long as I remember the medication.
And
It's
your
the most
medication.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question: who is most likely to take Toy Story Mania seriously?
Me.
I need to say no more. You challenged Peter Brookart and
I
lost.
did. No, Peter went down. I beat Peter.
That's what she said.
I beat Peter.
Did you really?
I did, yeah. It's on. It's recorded in history on a vlog. I beat Peter Brookart.
There's your answer.
I wouldn't now though.
There's your answer. It does help that Caroline's got a button rather than the pulley string.
What's this?
Oh, well, you pull the string like that, don't you?
No,
Whereas you bash the button.
no. I
On
have
the
both. I have
disabled cart,
both.
there's a button
I
basher,
have both.
which is so much easier. Use the button if you can.
I find it both hard, to be quite honest with you. It hurts my shoulders and things.
Yeah. Who is most likely to spin the vehicle on Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin?
Me.
No,
Both of them.
it's me, definitely. You always complain. You're like, Shaun, stop spinning it. I'm trying to score.
No, I spin it, but at the right time. You just
Sorry,
continuously spin it.
Shaun, stop spinning it. I'm trying to score. I can't aim if you're spinning it. That's what you're
I
saying.
just spin it too much. I spin it at the right time to get the right score, but Shaun just goes wee wee wee. He's like, little kid,
What do I do?
wee wee.
What do I do? Yeah, it's me doing all that spinning. Who is most likely to hide in the park after it closes?
Me. I would. If
Yeah.
I wouldn't get wrong.
I mean, I've thought about leaving you in the bushes a couple of times.
No, if I wouldn't get wrong, it would be me. Because I'd just like that peace and quiet, just to sit there and stare at the castle. I think it would be me. Would you agree?
Yeah, probably. That is Who's Most Likely To, Walt Disney World Edition. Done. If you want to do it, all questions are in the description down below. I hope you've enjoyed this video.
Who's doing that? Because it ain't me.
One of us will put them there. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give it a massive thumbs up because it really helps us out. And if you're not subscribed, we'd love it if you did that as well. Keep making memories, guys.
Catch you later.